Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Crossover Talk Show where we're talking sports and life. Got a very special guest with me today. Got Miss Linda, aka Bliss, owner operator of Bliss Artist Management. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Okay. How's everyone, ladies and gentlemen, young people, everyone? Just hello to you all.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to join us today on the talk show. So Bliss Artist Management, how did you get started and why did you want to do this?
Well, taking it back, therefore, I got started in the early 90s. But it wasn't really the birth of Bliss Artist Management, it was the birth of Bliss.
Okay.
I started out actually rapping and singing with my cousins, and we used to go back and forth. My cousin, she actually lived in New York, Far Rockaway, and I was living here, and we would go back and forth up there and rehearse downtown, with a vocalist and so forth. But the music, me being in the limelight of the music, really didn't pan out to where I want. You know how they say you know your calling.
Right.
I was okay at what I did, but I wasn't as good as everybody else that's out here because the music business is so much competition.
Right.
But my name Bliss came about because BLISS stands for Blatant, Lovely, Intelligent, Sensual Sister. Because I was writing a rap for one of my friends, Marami, that I met down here in Virginia. And so that's how it was the birth of Bliss back then. And so that's when everybody just started calling me Bliss.
Wow.
And it works out because there's so many Lindas in my family.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
That's how everything kicked off back in the 90s. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So like you said, the competition, get into the game and to stay in the game as long as you have been, what kind of challenges that you come across, especially being a female in that type of industry, what kind of hurdles did you have to cross and, how was that journey for you?
Well, the music business and the management side is more male dominated than anything. So the obstacles a female manager faces are the same obstacles as female artists face. Male chauvinism is pretty big, sexism. I mean, people will try you, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to stand your ground as best you can and not give in, meaning, they may want sexual favors for something that you want done. And I'm one of them people, just give me what it's going to cost me per hour to get this song done. Just give me what it's going to cost me for this. I'm not sleeping with you to get this done.
Wow.
And so you really, like I said, it's the same obstacles that female artists go through all the time when they go into studios with these male producers and so forth. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's that, that's a hurdle, that I was able to overcome because of my strength and my upbringing and me also having respect for myself. Because when you have respect for yourself, you're not going to let nobody talk you into doing anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, you hear stories all the time about, ladies in the business. And like you said, like it's mostly male dominated and they, in order to get on, you have to do certain things. Like you said, that stuff that you wasn't willing to do. So was that like something that kind of held you back in regards to like moving your career along or the business along quicker than you expected or you wanted to?
No, it didn't really hold me back. I had some really good artists. We did tours, we did videos. I worked with an artist, Taboo, out of Florida, and we set him up with the radio from DC on up to Philadelphia and New York and Jersey. And then he did radio interviews. He did his shows. So I was able to move forward. I wasn't able to move forward with my personal singing career, but like I said, I didn't think I was good enough, to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said I'm gonna step back from this. I'm not gonna waste no more money trying to, do me. I'm gonna start working with other people. And I found my calling was helping other people, and that's what I did. And I didn't make any money doing it when I got started. Wow. I was just doing it on the faith that they signed a contract with me. And if they came into any money, then that's how I got paid. Wow. And, later on that did happen. I set up my ASCAP account. I set up different things. I set them up on CD Baby. CD Baby was out before iTunes. I was making money off of there. A lot, so when my percentages and the royalties that I would get from music sales and so forth, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like on hands management, like I said, it took a long time for that to happen. And that's just because that's the nature of the business. Unless it's just the nature of the business. You're not going to get paid right away.
Right. And I can, I can only imagine the difficulties that might cause. Because like you said, a lot of times you come out of pocket for these things, but you're not getting paid for these things. And I can only imagine the work and the time and the energy you had to put in order to get these artists on radios and get them shows and get them to their shows and make sure that they get their money. Like, what made you want to stay in it this long and do all the difficulties that you had? What made you want to to stay into it? Because like I said, I can only imagine. I don't know that type of thing, but you hear stories all the time.
It's because I love the business, and I mean, I haven't been. I did drop out between 2014 and 2017. I did drop off because I had a low period in my life because I had lost my husband. And when I lost him, everything just came down on me. So I couldn't concentrate on myself like I wanted to. And I also couldn't concentrate on working for artists and stuff.
Right.
So I just popped back off back in 2018 after dropping off in 2014. And when I came back doing more of consultant work, promotions and marketing, event planning, and things like that, because then COVID hit. And so then COVID had its effects on the groups getting booked and things getting done because everybody, how that all went.
Right.
So, I had a lot of stuff set up before COVID with my band Next Exit.
Okay.
They were supposed to perform at the Horseshoe down in Baltimore. They were supposed to do the Bowie Wine Fest. I had the AFRAM that was supposed to be going on. So I did had a lot of things set up, but all of this stuff was supposed to take place.
Right.
COVID hit in 2020. It was set up in 2019. And then when COVID hit, everything got canceled that year in 2020. And so right now we're just doing, we're just trying to rebuild and come back slowly but surely with our happy hour networking events. And also me participating in other people's events and working as a stage manager and stuff like that, and different things that are going on, in the Metro DC area. But the business, I just love the business. That's why I keep, I love the business, and it has its ups and downs, but it also has its perks,
Right. So how many artists do you have, and can you tell us some of the artists that you do represent?
I represent K Wolf. K Wolf is a rapper and singer and model. She's on Instagram. K Wolf is the name. And I represent Next Exit Band. They're out of the Fort Washington area. They are DC natives. That's with Marguerite, and Rio.
Okay.
And my DJ is DJ Sir Jam, out of Philadelphia. So I do have a small group of artists now. Like I said, I used to manage Potter. I used to manage Taboo. I also collaborated and worked with my business partner, Fresh Flavor Entertainment. Some of the artists that he had represented, Ski Johnson. He had represented Elliot Levine. I always co-managed. We always co-managed. Also, I co-managed with other managers as well. As far as when it comes to the touring and, big events and main events, one person just can't do it. So I always have opportunities to co-manage with other managers as well. So I've worked with a lot of different people, and then we done comedy shows. We hosted comedy shows with Queen Aisha, a whole bunch of comedians and so forth. So I've done a lot of things as far as booking comedy shows, doing the double birthday bashes every year. We used to do those, and over 50 artists would come from all over to perform at our double birthday bashes. And we did those from 97 all the way up to I think 2010 when we
Mm.
with those. So we had a long run, like between the end of the 90s and into the 2000s.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, that's great. That's great. Like you said, that resilience and perseverance is everything. So I'm curious, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are curious too. When you're managing these folks and the demands that they have, and like you said, you got some may have egos, or you like I said, you hear stories all the time about keeping up with these artists and people. So how is that managing that and what they want and their needs and on everyday basis and all the time throughout? I'm pretty sure there is no 9 to 5 in this. So anytime they call you, you got to pick up and handle whatever they want you to handle.
Well, my thing is, it depends. Everybody's contract is not the same.
Okay.
So with my marketing and promotions and consulting contracts, I'm only handling those 3 items. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I'm not their financial, person. I'm not handling their finances. They usually have someone else, a business attorney or a business manager, to handle their finances. So they're not calling me, you know,
Ah,
like somebody would call on, I'm sure Beyonce has a business manager. I'm sure she has an entertainment manager. You see what I'm saying? So
got you.
I
I
was
got you.
more of an entertainment manager. My thing is getting them up and ready for, the 7 o'clock call for radio stations. The radio stations
Got
want
you.
you to be there on time. So if my artist is out partying and drinking and all that, and I have to go to their hotel, that was very difficult to see that type of stuff going on. And it was,
Right.
I didn't like it. And I really got upset, and I had to let them know. And normally when it had to get to that point, if I have to come to your hotel room, they know Bliss ain't playing, and I will
Uh,
drop you, and you won't be doing no radio for a while, and then you will be
right.
suffering,
Right.
because
Right.
a lot of artists don't know how to maneuver that properly. If they
Right.
haven't been doing it, they ain't gonna start doing it.
Right.
Now, some artists out here, they know how to maneuver a lot of things, and so they'll be like, "Well, I don't need you," or whatever. And then fine, you don't need me. But
Right.
like I said, those are the things that I dealt with, is the after parties and stuff like that, and trying to get them up and out of the city to get where they needed to go for their interviews, if we had to go to another town or anything like that. Um, and the on time factor, you deal with a lot of that, and then the no-show factor, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
it's not just the Bobby Browns and the new additions that deal with that. Regular artists that are not signed to major record labels
Yeah.
have the same problems. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
We
Wow.
just ain't got that money.
Nah, like I said, and I can only imagine, because I know that I can imagine that you're big on your brand and your name. And when artists do that, the no shows and come late, it is a mark on the brand. And I know you said that they know you don't play around. So have you had to drop artists because of things like that, or because of things, the actions of your clients and how they were acting? Like, did you was like, I can't, I'm good, I can't do that no more? I
Not
don't like.
really. The artists that have left me, or we have just parted, like I was managing a rock band called Uniting the Elements, and they were all the way in Germany. And they
Wow.
came over here, and we did a whole tour. I call everything a tour, but they just went to a lot of the bands that feature live entertainment between DC, Baltimore, and Virginia, and performed.
Wow.
And we kind of grew apart because of they wanted things to happen real quickly. But I told them, I said, with y'all being out of the country and not
Right.
here, things are going to take a little bit, longer. We worked together for 2 years, and they was just
Wow.
impatient. And one of the members had left because he was sleeping with the lead singer. So
Wow.
that's another issue that you deal with when you have band members sleeping with one another. And if that one break up, or one ain't doing this, then that'll break up. And so when that kind of happened, the music didn't sound the same with the replacement that they brought. Then they was overseas, and then the expense of trying to communicate with them sometimes, because sometimes you do have to have that conversation instead of being online. And
Right.
back then we didn't have all this Zoom stuff, because when I was working with them was in the 90s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we didn't have the technology with the Zoom and the, FaceTime and all that. I mean, if we did, I ain't know about it, but all I
Right.
knew is we didn't have all that.
Right.
We had our cell phones and that was it. And you ain't see nobody on your cell phone or anything until later on, when it got closer to the the late 90s.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, but artists that have done what they did, once I let them know, they pretty much, got it together and stuff like that. They knew how serious it was because I let them know. I mean, you ain't there yet, so you need to be showing up because I have connections with me and Butterball and people up in Philly at WDAS and stuff like that. These are major radio stations I had personal connections with because I used to intern before I relocated here because I'm originally from Philly. I used to intern a lot and do a lot of promotions up there outside of interning for them. Because I had Essence of Success models when I was up there because I used to model. So this Bliss Artist Management is actually my second second venture. I had dropped the Essence of Success, but that was like a modeling troupe I had, and we used to go around and model all over Philly and do fashion shows.
Wow.
Worked with Aceto models. I mean, so I've done a lot of things leading up to this industry, and my father also was a radio station disc jockey. WILM in Wilmington, Delaware, growing up. And so that's where my brother gets his DJing from. And then that's how I got introduced to a lot of people in radio because a lot of people he knew. Mm-hmm.
Right. That you do everything. What don't you do? What don't you do? You do a woman of many trades. Wow. That's amazing. So really. So I real quick. So I know you said that you manage, so I know you said in Germany, do you still manage overseas artists?
I actually don't have anybody overseas I'm working with right now. That was the only group, Uniting the Elements, that me and Mo had co-managed and worked together with.
Okay.
And they was a rock band. They had really good music. I mean, I turned a lot of people onto their music. I had them performing, at a lot of places in the Metro DC area. And most of them were white. I mean, I don't know if these bars are even still open now.
Right.
But in the 90s it was a lot of bars that you can get a white band in more than you can get a black band in.
Right. So what, I know you said you got the rock band, you got the rappers, you got what other artists do you represent? Like do you got like jazz, or you like, it's just what other, like in regards to
the next exit band is a variety of music. They do R&B. Their music is similar to Kindred Family Soul. They also do jazz. They do a little bit of rock, and they definitely have the go-go down pat because they all are. That's their base because they originally are from DC, and that's how they got their start. But they don't want to be considered a go-go band. Gotcha. But they will throw some go-go tracks on there. Right. Taboo was a rapper. He was from Florida. And Potter, he was a rapper. And I did have Peace Jihad. I'm just trying to think of all the artists that I have represent. And I don't know if Ephraim Hicks did R&B. He was out of Philly. I had co-managed with J&R Grassroots with him. And so he was R&B. But that's basically it. And Pure Gold was R&B too. I co-managed with Fresh Flavor Entertainment with that group. Okay. But yeah, I've worked with quite a few artists. I've worked with a lot of people. Just getting them booked and set up. We always did booking. So, we would book, people that were other people's artists, for shows as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I know you said, like I said, you're a woman of many trades. What else? What else do you do? I know you got some products. What else do you do?
I do health and wellness. I'm a consultant and distributor for Tava Lifestyle. And Tava is a Black-owned business out of Atlanta. And they have an array of products. I can bring up my I'm gonna share my screen and bring up the information just to go over
Okay.
real quickly
Okay.
about Tava. But I got into Tava due to COVID. You know, when COVID happened, I got into Tava last September because they showed up at a happy hour. Bliss Artist Management. I host and sponsor a happy hour along with Fresh Flavor Entertainment every other
Okay.
Saturday at Big Daddy's Bar and Grill in Lanham.
Mhm.
And there I had met Tava representative, and she sampled me, you know, gave me the samples of the products. You
Right.
know, I needed to do something. You know how you during COVID, it was a lot of stay at home, and you know, a
Exactly.
lot of stuff wasn't open
Right.
as of yet. And so things were just starting to open up last September when we met. However, from me being at home from 20 to 21,
Right.
I put on some weight. So,
Mhm.
and I, you know, my A1C was high. I said I needed something that was going to address my my health,
Right.
my overall health. And so these products that I started, with Tava, like I said, it's a Black owned company. So I'm gonna just briefly, it was impressive because these people, the Tava lifestyle is just what it is. In order to be healthy, and if you want to also make money, you can do it too. So after I took the products, I
Yeah.
decided I wanted to be a distributor and sell the products
Right.
because I had lost a lot of money during COVID because there wasn't any shows, there wasn't any gigs, there wasn't, you know, I didn't have a bar that I can have a happy hour at and make a few
Right.
dollars from doing promotions for that. So nothing was going on. And so when I had the opportunity open, I went on and checked it out. And the products are amazing. The founder is CEO Kenny E. Lloyd, and he also has a director, which is Lachelle Pierre, Kevin Harris, Chief of Operations. And the Tava products, they have 4 products. They have the Valley 30 liquid multivitamin, which is 90% more effective than you taking a multivitamin pill.
Wow.
Meaning it gets in your bloodstream 90% faster. It's like 40% if you take a multivitamin pill, which takes longer to
Right.
get in your bloodstream.
Right.
And then they have the deluxe blend Caprice coffee, and they have the Vasia Detox Tea, is what CQ was talking about,
Right.
which is their signature product. And then they have the all natural. All the products are all natural. They have the all natural supplement Flare, which is their energy capsule, meaning if you don't take pills, you can pour the capsule in some liquid and drink it. It'll get in your bloodstream quicker. And you don't have that crash that you have with you know, with energy drinks.
Right.
I can't do the energy drinks no more. But the Vasia Detox Tea is the tea that you definitely need. People definitely need to look at detoxing all the toxins out of your body. If you're inhaling smoke, you're eating. I mean, you can cheat, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. But when you do this detox at night, the next morning you will have your experience. All of those toxins will get out of your body. And it
Wow.
takes out, it really does help. And this product has helped my A1C go down. My A1C was 6.6. I'm down to a 6.0.
Wow.
I was over 300 pounds. I'm now around 270. So I still
Wow.
have some weight to lose, but this is only since October of 2021.
Wow.
Meaning I have been struggling with my weight for years and years and so forth and so on. So until I got on these products and struggling with diabetes, between that, the Valley 30 and the detox tea, you get all your B vitamins with the Valley 30. Joint health, they have the vitamin D, everything is in there. With these products, these 2 products are what helped me. And I told my diabetic coach about these products, just like I tell everybody, sample these products, try these products, and next thing you know, you'll be at blissartistmgt.net ordering these products or calling me, wanting to meet up with me to get these products. The Flare is the energy. It has the essential B vitamins, chromium, selenium. It also contains the green coffee bean extract, the guarana, the CQ10, And so these are all natural products. You know, you're not getting all those preservatives you get from other products that you buy from the store. And the CBD, it's the good CBD, don't have the THC in it, so you're not going to get high.
Okay.
So people should be able to pass a drug test. It's not, you know,
Right.
like I said, it's the good THC. And this is the
Okay.
Colombian bean coffee. It tastes good. The coffee tastes is good. I'm a tea drinker.
Yeah.
But
I don't
you
drink
know,
coffee either.
but when I do decide I want to have a cup of coffee in the morning, this is what I drink, the Caprice Deluxe coffee. And basically with this business, all I do is share it socially on social media. I just get on there and share it. I talk to people about the products, just like I'm talking to the audience now, and ask them to sample the products and just get back to me on their experience with the products. So that's a little bit of the health and wellness that I do.
Okay, that is definitely important. And like you said, you know, especially during the pandemic, you know, a lot of people, you know, unfortunately died from COVID, or, you know, like you said, you know, was in the house, couldn't go nowhere. And especially nowadays, you may just got to be healthy. You got to take care of your body. And like you said, detoxing, I think I did it years ago. I actually need to do it again, but I lost, like, just doing that, I lost like 10 pounds just within that week or two, you know, just detoxing. But it's very, like you said, it's very important because we have things in our bodies that shouldn't stay in our bodies that we need to release. And I know how I felt after I detox. And I'm definitely curious about this. And you said we can find these products where now?
You can find these products on, you get your own website with this business, all state of the art website with this business. So my website is blissartistmgt.tava lifestyle. Okay. Or you can go to my main website, which is Bliss, and you can hit my link, my Tava lifestyle link, and it'll take you to my page as well, which is blissartistmgt.net, which is my website. It'll also take you to my page. And I run the business from my smartphone. And if people want to have the opportunity to come under me and be in my business partner and sell these products themselves, they can. I mean, it's a $4.2 trillion business. Wow. And you get paid 5 ways. I make money off of my website. I make money off of selling my products that I buy and purchase to people. I make money when other people come under me and then they sell the products or they're using the products. You know, it's a good, you know, it's something. People that don't want to work for a company, they don't want to be in the office no more. This is just definitely the way to go. You know, so that's how you can make money if they wanted to be in the business. I mean, if you definitely are going to like use these products for long term, I suggest, you know, becoming a consultant or distributor, because you get your products at a discount. And it's not like any other business where you have to invest a whole lot of money to get into the business. Right. What you got to do is buy your products. You know, right. I started out with a $200 product pack, and that's how I got started when I started with them. And wow. Most of the stuff that's in the pack is stuff that I was using. But then when I started telling people about it, I had to order more stuff because people wanted to buy from me. Right. You know, because some people don't want to go on the website. They don't want to put their credit card information in. Right. I do have customers that do, because they live in Florida, they live in Atlanta. Like, you know, family members and friends, they have to go online because, of course, they're not meeting up with me here in DC to buy products. Right. Yeah. So, but people that live here locally, they usually get the tea from me, and they get the Valley 30, whatever I may have in stock. I usually keep the tea in the Valley 30 most of the time, but I'm out of Valley 30 now, and I do have plenty of tea. But health and wellness is very important. And like you said, with the pandemic, a lot of people are out of shape. And you can be skinny and still be out of shape and have toxins in your body. They say everybody carries a lot of toxins, whether you're fat or skinny. So you do want to detox. It's not just for weight loss, it's for clarity, focus, and to be healthy and well.
Absolutely. Now this is amazing. I'm definitely going to check it out myself, because I need to get some of these toxins out of my body. And I'm pretty sure a lot of our guests is curious about this and trying to take care of themselves as well, because health is key. So the woman of many trades and the businesses and the true entrepreneur. I definitely appreciate you, coming on the show. Any artists out there that's looking for management, definitely talk to Miss Bliss. Also, if you want to take care of your body, get healthy, get those bad toxins out your body, get right for the summertime, talk to Miss Bliss. Like I said, again, I definitely appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule because you wear many hats. So I definitely appreciate you, joining the Crossover Talk Show with Travis Garrison. And I'm pretty sure my guest was well educated. And hopefully, some of my guests can reach out to you and you help them, whether it's management or even just getting healthy.
Definitely. And I don't just do management. I do marketing, promotions. I do consulting for artists. A lot of artists just need to be told what to do and how to do it. And my fees are not high. They're not expensive. Well, I just need to find out if you got the talent to move forward, and we'll make it happen. But I appreciate and thank you, Travis, for having us on today.
Absolutely.
As well. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Definitely. One more time, how can people reach you again?
BlissArtistMGT.net. BlissArtistMGT.net.
Awesome. Thanks again, Miss Bliss, Miss Linda, Miss Bliss. I appreciate your time and all that you're doing. Thanks again. You take care of yourself, okay?
Definitely. Mm-hmm.